Alright guys, so it looks like you guys have been enjoying my Dutton review on each episode. So here we go for episode 4. Episode 4 pretty much was just taking off where we last left Rip and everybody else. Now, Rip and Beth come to the decision of, unfortunately, the entire herd has got to be put down, unfortunately. They all have this disease, and at some point in the episode with the calf that Rip saved when they were still in Montana, Beth even asked, can she still be saved? And he's like, no, honey, she can't, because unfortunately they've all been infected with this, and they figured out it was the bull. Beth even does research of showing that the bull that was given, there was false evidence that was on there for the testing and everything, making sure the bull was clean, it was healthy, and unfortunately it wasn't because of the forced documentation. So that causes an issue, and between his hands, between Rip, his hands, and Beth, they have to box in all the herd and they take them down. And that was a hard thing to see, because again, they worked so hard to get all these, all that cattle in, and now I'd be pissed. I mean, because with everything that occurred and Rip having to he's just like laying them down, and they're all just giving him the rifles, and you could tell it was really hard for Rip and even hard for Beth, because they had to do what they had to do. And on the sidelines, we even see where Beth, even in the beginning, takes Oriana home because she meets her, unfortunately, because her and Carter did something. So when this happens, she figures out that she is related to Beulah and pretty much tells her in a stern manner, don't screw with Carter. And she even says, hey, I found him in bed with my son. So she does consider Carter her son. And then at one point, even when she tells Carter to go to school and he doesn't, he becomes another hand at another local ranch. And he even says that, my mom's calling. So he does consider her, his mother, and vice versa. And this one guy he meets even states, different things about him being in Texas. He even shows Carter that he is in has a panther, which is crazy. So it kind of makes me wonder, is this guy going to be a problem, or is he maybe going to be helping out Beth and Rip at some point, maybe even Carter himself? If the actor I recognize, because he played in Sons of Anarchy and Mayans as a corrupt DEA agent, if I remember correctly. So I recognized who it was. I can't remember his name by the life of me. But overall, it was pretty much that. He went to go try to go see Oriana, but Oriana is pretty much now on a short leash with Beulah, because Beulah pretty much withdrew her credit cards in the Bronco because she wants control over Oriana, because of course who they are as a lineage. And she has one of her men taking over Oriana's life. Wherever she goes, he goes with her. And right now, Oriana can't really do nothing, so she's really strapped on what she can do. And everyone pretty much was saying, has there been any type of history with Everett as well as Beulah? And we were confirmed on that, because it seemed like that what got revealed in this episode when he got tricked to go see her, that they had a relationship and even a possible child. And the child didn't make it, and they had a very rough history. So it kind of makes me wonder, are they going to explore more into that? Are we going to be seeing, they actually had a son apparently by the name of Levi, which was interpreted about that something occurred. And again, I've been saying this for the longest time. The one that's like the lawyer, like Jamie and her family, I think he is the offspring between her and then some probably head cartel boss that she got with just because out of desperation or as a fling or whatever case of it is, and he has the neck on Beulah, and this is the reason why Beulah is the way she is, and also with the way her kids are, or children we've already gotten to meet, because as far as we know, she's only had 2, and possibly one that her and Everett did have, possibly. So again, and Everett kind of already knew about what was going to happen with the herd. So I think that with what's going to happen is, I think Everett's pretty much playing either side he can. He's just kind of trying to keep out of the crossfire, but at the same time, we don't know how loyal he's going to be. But the new hand, Zachariah, I think he's going to do all right because he was right there with Rip and everybody else, and he's pretty much showing his loyalty. But at the same time, how much loyal is he going to be if, stuff really gets crazy? And Rip and Beth literally dig into the guy that sold him the bull, man. I mean, they pretty much went back to old school, burned it, and told him whoever did it, get the hell out. And Rip wanted to be alone, and I'm surprised they didn't have the dialogue of him just looking up in the stars asking John, what the hell do I do? And Rip had to figure out what exactly he was going to do. Beth had to go talk to Carter, and Carter got angry with her. He got angry with her because he told her that she was a liar and that, he thought of her doing this was, him trying to get him out the way was because, maybe she liked Oriana, when that wasn't the case. She was trying to help him, not see what was going to happen. He was mad at her about that, so that's going to cause issues. So I'm kind of wondering how that's going to go, because you did see where Oriana tries to leave and her bodyguard pretty much didn't leave her. And at the same time, the guy that was in the hospital, that was one of the hands, he came back even though he's still hurt. So that's probably going to be explored as well. I think a lot of ones are probably going to be switching to Rip and Beth's side. I think maybe Everett to a certain degree. I think he's going to be the voice of reason probably on both sides. Be like, y'all both need to stop this because you're all both dangerous. I think one of the hands or two of the hands that are working for Beulah may go to Rip and Beth at some point. And I'm waiting for them to try to do another crossover of, hey, we got to get some help. So I don't know. It's getting interesting. I think that Beulah was behind the bull. I'm gonna say that now. I think she is a crook person, obviously, but at the same time, she knows how to play the game, and we're gonna see if she can be in it for the long run, because again, she's never met anyone like Beth or Rip. And for anyone that asks us why they didn't call the cops, just think about this for a minute. Rip is a alias that he uses. We don't really know his real name. Because again, Rip killed his father out of self-defense because of what happened with his mom. So John did all that, covered it up, and he still has a case over his head if they really dig into him. So that's the reason why they didn't go to the cops. You got to think about that. Beth is the legal vise. Rip isn't. Rip will go beyond the law to do what needs to be done. So for anyone that forgot that. But overall, I think another good episode. I think everything is going to be pretty much just heating up and boiling up until we get to the main finale of everything. But guys, what do you think about this? Let me know about it down in the comments. And I'll see you as always on the next one.